Let's start with your reading, Cancer. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future. And then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's begin right away with your reading. All right, ending with justice and judgment. This is a very strong ending. Look at the main energy. You have the Wheel of Fortune as the main energy for the reading today. First of all, we see lucky changes, great news ahead, but also we see an important message with this card. A message that reminds us for everything there is a season. If you're feeling stuck in a situation right now and you feel as though you'll never get out of it, just remind yourself that things are always in motion and that every passing second is a chance to turn it all around for you. You know, the idea is that seasons are inevitable, which means that eventually we will experience the change. Although it's worth noticing that change can be delayed, even if just subconsciously. Is it what's happening in this specific situation? Is there someone here resisting the change? We'll see. So, in the recent past, we have the Knight of Swords and the Lovers. This seems to be the point of control when it comes to your perception of the current situation. You have definitely experienced something very powerful with someone over here. Something magical, something that perhaps happened quickly, out of the blue, but that at the time at least, you just did not want to question. You just decided to open up to this because in the moment it felt right. For once, you didn't want to be in control. You wanted to believe that this was what it seemed to be. And you enter this with trust, faith, and a little blindly. With the Knight of Swords, we have someone who charges in potential dangerous territory, and he doesn't care. He just sees what he wants and he goes for it. We will clarify this to understand what eventually happened in this situation, okay? We'll come back to this. In the current energies, we have Pentacles, Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. And it's clear that right here, someone is holding on to something as their life dependent on it. The tricky thing is that they are not even seeing it. They're not even aware of it. As I usually say, the biggest issues to solve are the ones that we cannot see, the ones that we are not aware about. And this perhaps is going to be the most important message of the reading because awareness is power and freedom is of the mind. So this is very important, I can tell. Sometimes we think we're stuck, locked in a room, when the room perhaps doesn't even have walls. We'll see what's going on. What's going on here? All right. In the near future, we have, as we were saying, justice and judgment. Something is about to bring a lot of clarity in the near future. Obviously, with judgment, we see a spiritual awakening, which is actually placing you on a very unexpected trajectory here. Things happening that you were not anticipating at all, and that will really change the very narrative around your story, Cancer. I'm excited about this. We'll see what it is. So let's start clarifying and let's begin with your recent past. Strength, Wheel of Fortune, oh my God, I see, and Death. You got three major arcana in there, unfortunately followed by the Seven of Cups, illusions, things that looking away, but deep down they're completely different. In fact, I can't help but feeling that some of you here might have deceived themselves into this situation. It feels like your heart was definitely ready to love, depth, strength, ready for a change, transformation, ready to be vulnerable. And more than this being the soulmate connection you thought it was, it looks like it was proximity infatuation. Someone in the right place at the right time who initially seemed to be the person who you wanted to be in that moment. And hey, if this is resonating with you, Cancer, don't feel ashamed of that. We all do this. When our heart is open to love, often we tend to see things that are not really there. We tend to be over optimistic, and we do not want to focus on red flags or things that don't seem very clear. And right here, one reason why this person looked so great in your eyes, it's because they were standing next to you. They were standing in this glow that you were emanating. And sometimes this can be very tricky and can make us see things that are not really there. Now, why is it important for us to know this right now? Why is this message important at this moment of your journey? It's important because seeing things for what they really are and what they really were can really help you in the present. In case you feel still connected to this, in case you feel that you are missing out on something major over here, okay? If it's making you feel stuck and making you feel as though you lost the opportunity of a lifetime, this message is telling you, no, you haven't. You absolutely haven't, okay? And you need to understand how important it is for you to understand the context in which you felt this way. And in this context, you were just ready for that change. You wanted it to happen. Therefore, you've seen things that were not really there. Now, let's see where this is taking you in the present, and let's clarify the current energies. Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords, I knew it. And the Page of Wands, oof, with the Ten of Cups. As I thought, there is someone here who thinks they're stuck, but the truth being is that they're keeping themselves in this position. If this is you, Cancer, I see you trying to put yourself out there, right? Ace of Cups. A new beginning in love, trying to open up again, trying to give yourself a chance. But deep down, there is something that you keep holding on to. And we see it with the Ten of Swords. It's painful. It's definitely painful. Everything you do, it feels like you always do it with a fallback plan in mind. And the fallback plan seems to be the past, okay? Seems to be that love connection that you have experienced with the lovers back there. You are not fully letting yourself love again at this point. You're not fully letting yourself expand and make any major change in your life. See, right now we see that changes are at reach, but I felt as though someone was resisting them, and that person turns out to be you, Cancer. Because deep down, a part of you is still expecting that situation to come back in your life. There's still a question, what if, okay? And you know what? Maybe you are anticipating something, Maybe your intuition is connected to something that will happen in the future, maybe. But do you want to put your life on pause for a maybe? Even if you're right about this, it doesn't mean that in the meantime, you should wait to start living your life. You are already living it. You are already in it. The best thing you should do right now is to focus on yourself and give life a real chance. Because here I definitely see something that wants to come your way, that wants to give you something that you absolutely deserve, but you are resisting it because of the reasons that we just discussed. So let's see then what's going on in the near future, and let's clarify justice and judgment. Aha, fireworks. Yes. Okay. Slowly but surely with the Knight of Pentacles. King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles again. So, mixed message. First of all, beautiful. After you go through everything we talked about so far, after you see things for what they really are, then everything changes for you. Look at these beautiful fireworks in the background. It's like you're coming back to life, you know? And you're finally giving yourself a chance. You might have been waiting on life, waiting on someone to come back, waiting on a sign. And right now you're just saying, you know what? Screw it. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I'm not going to waste my life away for that person, for that connection anymore. There are moments in life that are so powerful that not only they define our future, but also they rewrite our past. And this moment right here, which is going to happen, is all dependent on you entirely. It feels like life is changing for you because you're not chasing the same season anymore. You're not trying to stay in those places in the world where it's always winter, for example, trying to chase winter around the globe. Right now, you're standing there and you're letting the spring come in. You're letting things evolve and grow as they're meant to this time. And I feel that with this Ace of Pentacles, you have something very beautiful, very stable, and also something that you can really rely on and build upon. Wasn't that the issue with this person? Wasn't that the issue with these previous situations that start great, but then they just dissolve in thin air? This feels concrete. This feels passionate at the same time. But with the Four of Pentacles, you still got work to do, because the Four of Pentacles talks about patterns and things that we do in order to protect ourselves. And right here, we see that you're protecting yourself with a fallback plan that instead you should forget about, okay? So let's see what this spring is about to bring to you in the next few months, Cancer. Let's see how your life is going to change now that you are letting go of that fallback plan. You thought it was keeping you safe, but that instead was just keeping you stuck. So what should you expect in the next few months, and how is your journey going to evolve from this moment forward? Let's keep going with the reading, Cancer. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal live 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Please do me a favor and check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Cancer. The bridging energy taking us, oh, you must be kidding me, taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the World, and right underneath it, this Ten of Cups is trying to come up, trying to come into the reading, and honestly, it's absolutely beautiful. Do you see this combination right here? I don't see it often in readings, and it's all for you. It's all in front of you. The World really talks about dreams coming true, you know, meeting someone new and feeling loved, feeling seen, feeling complete. Someone who actually was all around you, was around you all along, maybe. We'll have to see. But right here, I just see you, first of all, yes, you making plans, feeling good again, being able to just fly on top of the maze and see all the twists and turns, everything that has brought you to this moment right here. And you know what? Being grateful for it. Doesn't matter how bad it was, how much it hurt. Doesn't matter. As long as you can see now that it was all worth it and that it's going to be worth it. But also right here, I just see you being happy in that specific moment. How much time have you spent thinking about the past, thinking about how beautiful those, oh, the sun, thinking about how beautiful those moments in your life were, and just wishing you could go back to those moments and relive that period of your life. And that is that fake room that you close yourself in, a room without walls, and a room in which you thought, you know what, the only way to really, really be happy is for me to relive those memories because they're never going to happen again. One of my favorite movies that I quote a lot in readings is Her. The name of the movie is Her. And there is a line that the main guy says that I love, which says, sometimes I just feel as though I have experienced everything that I was going to experience. And from here on out, it's just going to be lesser versions of what I have experienced. And so I feel that you have been in that mindset, not knowing that the best days of your life are just ahead. And you know, it's not because of you, Cancer. It's not because of your specific situation. The happy days that one can experience are not always just an external condition, something that is given to you. You have to look for happiness. You have to choose happiness. And this is your time to choose it, okay? If you choose the reality in which you have been happy in the past and you'll never be happy in the future, guess what? That's exactly the reality that takes shape around you. So enough with the intro. Let's get to the actual events coming your way. And this Queen of Wands wanted to come in, which talks about success, feeling seen, feeling in control. Let's clarify that Queen of Wands and let's see what you should expect in the near future. By the way, the Queen of Wands was also here. So let's go with the Queen of Wands and the World. What? Ah, okay. And the Sun again. Interest. Oh my God, I was not expecting this at all. And we see the Knight of Pentacles coming in slowly. Listen, there is something here which really made you struggle at some point in the recent past or even farther, years ago. Something that made you worried, that made you anxious, that didn't make you sleep, and that you really thought it was never going to happen. You really thought it was just, you were not meant for it. You were not meant to experience this. And now it's slowly coming back into your life in order to bring those fireworks and in order to bring a level of happiness that actually you have never experienced before. You think that your happy days are behind you, whereas instead your happy days are just right in front of you, waiting for you to walk in that direction and experience everything that you're meant to experience. So what we see right here is